Welcome, and this is a changelog discussion video for the month of February 2022. There's a big new feature improvement to all tasks now in SEO Content Machine Next. For example, if I click here and create a new article, create a task. Now, if I scroll down, you'll notice that there is a new setting. It says on completion, run task. Now, if I click on this drop down, it gives me a list of all tasks that are in SEM Next. So what this means is, for example, I can create an article creator task to create some articles, and once it's finished running, it can automatically go and run my post uploader task. In this way, I can chain tasks to run one after the other, and you can see the benefit here. Create my articles, put them to a hard drive somewhere. In my post uploader tool here, it reads that folder and you'll find any newly created articles and post them online. So now what was two tasks that you had to run separately, you can chain them to run them together in one process step. If you are using the AI paraphraser, you now have the option to translate into and out of the paraphraser. You can actually send content that's in any of these languages, for example French, and it'll translate that into English, and then it'll get rewritten by the paraphraser. And that's naturally going to be in English, but then you can go and translate that back out into another language. So you can go back into your original French, or you could even change that to something completely different. So the cost of the translation service is free and provided with your AI paraphraser credits. If you haven't used the AI paraphraser, down at the bottom of the AI paraphraser tool, there's a free link for you to get some free credits. This is a slight change to the way you now use categories when mass creating content. You still have the categories macro, that hasn't changed. Now if you go to content inserts, you'll notice that there is a new insert here called insert WordPress category that will insert a category tag into your post for you automatically. So for example, if I want all my posts to be of category general, I put it in here, general, and then I save and run this task. Now when I come to uploading my post, you notice that by default the WordPress import preview is going to want to look for the same category tag to earmark posts to be uploaded into that category. If you are wanting to use your own custom spinner, that is a custom Thesaurus, now if you go to the API logins and you see under other there's a custom Thesaurus box, you can actually now you can browse to the location of a Thesaurus file and you can actually use your own spinner. Now the Thesaurus file should be in a very simple format, which is your word separated by pipe symbols for each synonym that you want to use. So it's in spintext symbol format without the curly braces. Now if I go to my mass article creator tool and then I go down to the article rewriter, and if I go to the spinner list, you'll see that custom Thesaurus is now an option. You now have a new scraper tool for use. It's called the web crawler, and what it'll do is it'll go to a website and it'll hit every single link inside a website to find other links. So essentially it's a spider that goes out and finds all the pages on the site. Here's a very simple feature addition, but will help you greatly in keeping track of the status of your tasks. Now if you notice, for every task you create, so let me duplicate this a couple of times, you have the star symbol. If you click on the star symbol, it will star that task. Now that you have the star, you can actually sort by your star status. Just a quick update to the links feature. When it comes to the link insert type, you now have two new options. One is to insert your link as a sentence to the start and end. And if you scroll down a little bit, similar to that, you have now add paragraph to start and end of article. You may have noticed now in the WordPress post uploader and the XML and even the post emailer tool, you have the option of dynamically setting the post start date to use today's run date. So previously you could only set a date, but because we have now the ability to chain tasks, it's useful to have the date dynamically decided on when the task was run. So to enable that, you just click on the Use Today checkbox. And if you want to backdate your post now, you can actually drag this slider back so it's in negative numbers, so that your task will be posted starting on today's date, and then it's going to go backwards 24 to -8 days. That rounds up all the new feature additions to SEO Content Machine Next. Inside the Changelog link, you can actually scroll back and read about any other fixes that were added but not covered in today's video.